I'm filming with my phone today, and I've had a lot of caffeine this morning, so my hands might be a little shaky. Sorry about that. It's off and on raining, so I really didn't want to bring my camera outside because, you know, I don't want it to get wet, but the phone's waterproof and haven't filmed anything with my phone in a long time, but it is really good quality, so I think it'll be just fine. And it has a pause button, so it saves a lot of time with having to go in and make cuts when I'm editing. So that being said, this is just a Saturday update video. Today's actually Friday, but I'm filming it for tomorrow. So yeah, I'm just going to walk around and talk about stuff and the projects. That's pretty much all that's going on here. This alfalfa is looking awesome. Just put out a fresh flush of flowers. It's looking really good. I like it a lot. The flowers on it are a lot longer than on my other one. The other one is a different variety. This is a standardized one. And right here, these are Colocasia esculantes, just your regular elephant ears. But I had ordered these off of eBay, and they're supposed to be the Thai giants. I contacted the seller. It's been 15 days, no response. It says he sold like 300 of these or something, and nobody else has commented on them being the wrong ones. But these are definitely not Thai giants. Thai giants, the leaves go up like this. It's an unusual characteristic for a Colocasia. That's what sets them apart along with their size. These are just regular elephant ears. Nothing special about them. They sent me 3 bulbs, 30 bucks. I want my money back. I'm not happy about that. So, I don't know. I'm probably going to email them one more time, give them a few days, and if not, then I've never left negative feedback, but I guess it might happen. And over here are the Hibiscus from Hidden Valley Hibiscus. I think that video is going up today. They have a little bit of sun damage, but they're doing all right. They've put on some new growth. I've had these for about 2.5 weeks now. That video just took me a while to get around to editing. So they're doing really well. Not any flowers on any of them that I can think of. Nope. Look at that. The tiki bar's clean. Finally. Well, it's a version of clean. We're getting there. You know, I had to use this to store all of my overflow plants, so it was pretty cluttered. It was pretty messy. And the number of plants I have left that need to get potted up or put in the ground is really dwindling. So I'm really thrilled about that. I think in the next week, chances are by the next time I do an update video, I'm doing them about every 2 weeks now. Everything should be planted by then, depending on, you know, what life throws my way. You can see the little candy corn vine has flowers on it. Aren't those cute? They're just tiny little orange and yellow sticks. And my Renee Marquis is just starting to go out of flower. That's disappointing. I meant to do a video on this, and I just never got around to it. I got this at the Orchid show back in February, and the flowers died within a few days, but I never cut off the old bloom, the bloom stalk, and it rebloomed for me out of absolutely nowhere, and the flowers that time lasted about 6 weeks. I just never got around to making a video about that. But that's pretty much all there was to say. I left the bloom stalk, it rebloomed, and lasted a long time, so there, that's all caught up now. And still my absolute favorite of all of my phals, the Fuller Sunset. There we go, the Fuller Sunset Phalaenopsis. It has not stopped blooming since July of last year. It has always had at least a couple flowers on it. It has a set of flowers down there and a set of flowers up here, but its new growth is dwarfed. So once these flowers are done, I'm going to go ahead and cut off the flower spikes and give it some time to actually grow as a plant, because they need to do that. And I picked up another Adenidia palm, a nice triple trunk from one of my local nurseries. They had them on. They were overpriced to begin with. They wanted $325 for that thing, and I told the lady, I was like, that's pretty absurd. And then they marked it down to $200, and they can give me 60% off of that. And then I get another discount for being a landscaper, so that worked out really well. And I went ahead and I potted up all of my Proven Winners petunias in here, the super petunias. I had so many of them that I didn't have a place for all these different colors, so I just threw them together. I know they don't go together, but I don't care. That I just needed to get them potted and put away, and I mean, actually they kind of go all right. It'll do, but I didn't have anything to, because there was one of each color, and what am I supposed to do with that? I can't achieve any symmetry, and I'm not doing hanging baskets because with the new siding, don't want to drill holes in the siding, so it's fine. I'm okay with it, and it's growing on me. In fact, it's just with the oranges, and then there's going to be reds and the heliconias that are potted back there. It's a lot. There's a lot happening here. But sometimes I like that. Sometimes I like for my colors and my contrast to be really loud. Trailing vincas looking really pretty. I wish vincas would bloom along the plants and not just at the ends. That's kind of an annoyance because the flowers are all down there, but maybe I can trim it back. Gingers are getting absolutely huge. These are probably 3 times the size that they were last year. And I've had these in the ground for like 5 or 6 years. So ideally, these would be in the back of the garden, but they weren't supposed to get this big. I'm wondering if maybe they sent me the wrong variety. That's a problem because it's been cold hardy here, so I need to know what variety it is to be able to say, hey, this variety can handle the cold. But I'm almost positive it's Hedychium Fiesta, Hawaiian Butterfly Ginger Fiesta. And, okay, that doesn't come through on camera very well. This is starting to fill out very nicely. These are the wrong variety. I ordered them in plugs, so they didn't have flowers on them yet. But they were supposed to be these rose pink ones with kind of a cream orange. But this is, I think, like coral tropic color. I mean, it's loud. It's not going to come through, but it's not quite the white. Not quite the right contrast that I was looking for, but I mean, it's just going to have to do. That's what they sent, and that's what I planted, and they're too far along to change, so it'll grow on me. It actually kind of already is growing on me. Sometimes I like for things to be loud and obnoxious. That's no secret if you've watched my other videos. Got more shade plants over here that need to go in the ground. It's so humid. My lens keeps fogging over. Chinese fan palms. I have a whole bunch of Chinese fan palms. I actually have a video on those I need to edit. I forgot about that. This guy's sitting down here on the patio because I had it placed back here and we had the storm and it blew it over, flattened all these guys down, but they pop back up because elephant ears are tough. I love Chinese fan palms. One of the things I like about them is the shape of the leaf. It's almost Costa palmate. Costa palmate means basically that you have fan-shaped leaves, which are like that. They're just flat fans, like on a windmill palm or a Washington fan palm, Mexican or Californian. Lots of different fan palms. Then you have pinnate. That's pinnate. That's pinnate. Those are the leaves, branches that look like feathers. And Costa palmate or Costa palmatate is when it's a fan shape that has this curl to it and it's slightly elongated in the middle. So it's kind of an in-between of a fan shape and a pinnate. Now, Chinese fan palms technically do not have Costa palmate leaves. This is just a juvenile, so they have this kind of extra curl to them. But when these are mature, tall trees, the leaves are more flattened out. True Costa palmatate would be on like your palmetto palms, like your sables. Those have the classic Costa palmatate, where they actually come out and they even kind of curl. They look so cool. I love it. Holy crap. Alright. Looks like these guys are enjoying the rain. Man, that's not coming through on camera at all. I think I might need to put a filter on here. That's better. Look at those pineapple lilies. Aren't they adorable? I love pineapple lilies. They look so tropical, but they're not. They're pretty hardy here in zone 6. And they look so cool. Little baby pineapples. And my Super Ellen Crinum lily has been blooming. The flowers aren't lasting very long, which is disappointing. But I'm going to have a separate video on crinums. I'm not going to waste too much time talking about those. I have so many of these black petunias. These were sent to me, and I don't know what to do with them. They don't go with anything I have out here. It's just, they're something to me that needs a specific type of planter, like a really pretty black and white planter with the black petunias coming across the front, and maybe something white or even like a red pentstemon grass or something in the middle. Something very monochromatic, but that's not at all fitting for my landscape. Nothing out here is monochromatic. Everything is very bright, very vibrant, except for over here where I have tried, oh no, we have a dead shark over here, where I have tried to make things a little bit more formal, just for appearance sake. Look how this mimosa's filling out. I really thought this guy was going to die because I pruned it so heavily, but happy to say it hasn't. It's actually kind of shading the orchids a bit much. Oh no, looks like that was, I need to cut this wisteria off of there. That's not good. The flowers on these are the Hydrangea paniculatas. They're strawberry vanilla is this variety. The flowers are so heavy that these guys had fallen almost all the way over, so I had to put stakes up back there, and I'm using bungee cords, so I'm slowly pulling them back because I don't want to break them, but I mean, you can see how just heavy. They're just falling over. But they're beautiful, and they're starting to turn pink. Remember a few weeks ago I was worried that maybe I had the wrong variety? But they are definitely turning pink. Gosh, they're beautiful. I absolutely love these. Usually I put hibiscus trees here, but this year I went a different direction, and I decided I wanted to do perennials. It makes more sense because they come back every year. You save money in the long run. And, oh man, they just look so cool. I'm totally happy with how those are looking. Oh, and they smell fantastic. I never knew that these guys smelled good. Oh, I just walked through a really big spider web. Okay, I just talked for a really long time, and I have no idea if any of that was on camera. Crap. What I was saying is pretty much everything's done. I have a few spots left to plant up with some annuals, and then it's just cleaning and getting my sprinkler set up. I got these fun new lights. Excuse me, I'm filming. I got these fun new lights, and they won't stay down. Why on earth would somebody make pond lights that float? Why? There's no logic behind that at all. Whatever, I'll figure something out, put some rocks on them. This is actually a watering bowl for my dogs, so it doesn't need to be too fancy, but it's just, it keeps clean water circulating for them, nice and cold, and it discourages them from drinking out of the pool, because that's salt water and it's really bad for them, and so far, that's working out really well. Alright, that's going to do it for now. Hope everybody's doing well. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you already haven't. Go ahead and leave comments down below. Tips, tricks, advice. Let me know what's happening in your garden. I always enjoy talking to everybody. And that being said, hope y'all are doing well. Keep on growing and happy gardening. Bye-bye.